Cardiovascular. I am your host, Michelle, with Montech. Let's meet our contestants. Welcome back to the returning champion and legendary AT director, Molly Kimmel. And hello to our new outreach coordinator, Shauna Hansen. Now let's see what we're playing for. Ooh, that's worth playing for. Random chords. We'll see.
Sweet.
We'll start with our returning champion, Molly. Molly, please pick a category.
Excellent, Michelle. I'll take Big Sky Country for 200, please.
705,862.
I know that answer. That's the number of rural Montanans living outside of city centers.
Correct. Next category.
Let's stick with Big Sky Country, please, for 400.
75%.
I believe that is the number of American adults who don't meet physical activity guidelines.
Yes, but no. Shauna.
Michelle, what is the percentage of Montanans who need to ship back their Montech equipment?
You are correct, ma'am. Next category. Oh. Okay. Where were we? Shauna.
Me, yes. I'll take Big Sky Country for 600, please.
381,151.
The per capita income of Montanans?
That is correct. Next category, Shauna.
Dollars and cents for 200.
$150. Molly.
That's the cost of return shipping for the Montech NeuroNode.
That is correct.
And I'll stick with dollars and cents, please, for 400.
Okay. Priceless. Molly.
What is the price tag on eliminating return shipping for our consumers? The final barrier to accessing Montech's loan program.
You're absolutely correct. Congratulations to our winner and reigning champion, Molly. Well, we are out of time. I want to thank my guests. I am ATP Michelle Allen. And until next time, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, I'm Therese Wilkham, and I got to tell you about New Hampshire is housing the National Makers Fair for 2022. Please join us on September 17th. And this is going to be awesome. The National Assistive Technology Makers Fair on Saturday, September 17th in Concord, New Hampshire. It's going to be awesome.
This past year, Pennsylvania's Tech Owl started using TikTok, and we have 180,000 followers and 3.3 million likes. To inform everyone, this video had 8.8 million views.
If you see something and you're not sure why it exists, it might help someone who is disabled. Or it might help an older adult. Or a little kid. It might even help you someday. And some disabilities aren't visible. So you never know who might need some help. We're teaching people about assistive technology. Follow along.
To engage in conversation.
We need to stop this ableist trend that's growing on TikTok before it explodes. Tony Bennett, who has Alzheimer's, was interviewed on 60 Minutes by Anderson Cooper, and he forgot some details of his past performances. The audio, which is linked below, is starting to go a little bit viral on TikTok, and people are making comedic renditions of using this audio of someone with Alzheimer's forgetting details of their life.
We had over 12,000 comments on that video. I really should have checked the source of the audio before posting. Thanks for sharing this. To inspire interest.
Testing out the tap strap to wearable keyboard from our lending library. First, I have to learn some letters and practice the finger combinations. This tool might be helpful for people who are blind, have a limb difference, and others. Let's see if I can type my name with it. Woohoo!
To combat ableism.
You could just use a knife.
We're not gatekeeping assistive devices.
Follow us at TechOwl PA.
Hi, I'm Carol Beatty, Secretary for the Maryland Department of Disabilities. Our state is committed to promoting equality of opportunity, access, and choice for Marylanders with disabilities. Never before has access to information and technology been more important for all of our citizens. I'm happy to introduce Andrew Drummond, Maryland's Director of IT Accessibility Policies and Programs, to talk more about our state's efforts.
Greetings, I'm Andrew Drummond and I serve as the Director of IT Accessibility Policies and Programs for the state of Maryland. The work of this program is imperative to moving the state forward as we build a culture and internal structure for accessibility. We focus our efforts on three main areas: procurement, state agency, website evaluations, and comprehensive training, so that we can ensure that constituents, employees, vendors, and anyone interacting with Maryland's IT systems can be confident that we've considered accessibility from all angles. This work includes a tremendous amount of interagency collaboration between the Department of Disabilities and other state agencies, including the Department of IT, Department of General Services. This collaboration is vital to building accessibility in the procurement process and to make sure that there are checks and balances as new IT solutions are purchased and implemented. We also serve as accessibility subject matter experts for all Maryland state agencies, meaning that we can provide consultative support and services as they create or remediate IT solutions to meet the standards of our state non-visual access clause and all federal mandates. Lastly, we developed an internship program to educate the next generation of IT professionals on accessibility and provide them with real-world accessibility testing experience. Our work here in Maryland continues to evolve, and we've committed to educating, improving, and elevating information technology accessibility initiatives so that all state employees, constituents have equal access to state government resources.
Hello and welcome to the South Carolina Assistive Technology Program. Each year we provide an adapted toy workshop. We invite people from all over the state to join us in our resource center to adapt toys, make switches, and create battery adapters. The whole workshop is free. We invite people to bring a toy with them if they choose. If they're not able to afford a toy, we have people from all over the state donating toys, and they're able to pick from one of those. When they leave at the end of the day, they have an adapted toy and a switch to operate it.
On Earth Day in 2021, California State AT program co-hosted an event bringing together the disability, AT, and older adult communities for a one-day conference focused on assistive technology and reuse. We were excited to have representatives from other state AT programs present and ended our day with networking sessions where attendees could collaborate and share resources. Please enjoy this highlight reel from our AT conference.
It's no coincidence that we are doing today's conference on assistive technology on Earth Day. The assistive technology that all of us use on a daily basis helps us save the planet in so many ways. Our computers, our devices, email, social media platforms, all substantially decrease our overall dependency on forest resources.
Like they were throwing out wire, or construction sites were throwing out pinkboard. So then I contacted these construction sites or companies directly and asked them to donate their scraps.
Everybody has different needs and different abilities. So really matching all the technology choices to what you need to control and how you can best control it and what your environment supports is really important.
This is the moment in time that takes all of your work, all of your leadership, and tips the scale towards justice and digital equity.
CA Coming Together Conference Series.
It's been a life-changing experience. You know, if you're not independent, you always have to have somebody right beside you, and I like to do it myself. You're just like everybody else. You want to be the same as everybody, live in the same thing, you know?
It's working, so I rented tonight.
You guys make life change for people so they can live independently with technology. Okay.
I've got Zoom working here.
Yeah, what settings can you show me quick what you had to turn on? I hear you can tell it to turn on a cup of water, you know, that's pretty cool, you know. You can try 1, 2, 3, 4. If I get the technology, they could cut my hours. But I'm not going to let that stop me.
Hi, my name is Brian Norton, and I'm the director of the InData program, which is Indiana's state AT program. And this past year, we partnered with the Indiana Division of Aging and the 16 local area agencies on aging to provide a program called SWAP. SWAP stands for Social While Aging in Place, and its purpose was to combat social isolation among persons with disabilities and older adults that resulted from the pandemic. As part of this program, the area agencies on aging referred folks to us, and we provided a brief evaluation to determine the appropriate equipment. And then we also, after we received the equipment, would go out, provide installation and training to make sure that they knew how to use the equipment. So far, we've worked with 220 individuals and provided over 418 devices, which includes smart speakers, tablets, including iPads, Galaxy Tabs, and Fire tablets. A couple of unique features of this particular program included a learning hub that we developed. We wanted to be able to continue to provide training to folks way beyond the life of the program. And so as a part of this program, we developed an online learning hub where we are creating videos and PDF downloads of lots of useful content so that folks can continue to learn way beyond, again, the life of the project on all the different things that their devices can assist with. We also partnered with Indiana University to do some research for us, and we're anticipating some good results. The research included a post and pre-survey where we are really trying to understand the level of social isolation that people were experiencing before they received the devices and the level of social isolation that they are experiencing after receiving those devices. And again, anticipating some good results to note that the equipment does make a difference in people's lives and helps them stay connected to family, friends, faith communities, other places, and allowing them to stay connected.
Hi, I'm Kurt Johnson. I'm with the Washington Assistive Technology Act program here at the University of Washington. I'm a assistive technology specialist, and I've got big news this year. Our one big thing is that we've moved from off campus in November of 2020 back onto campus where we're working within the Center for Human Development and Disability Studies. Within that program, we have a new lab where we're able to provide demonstrations of a whole variety of equipment, whether it's workstations for computer access, or maybe it's a specific mouse or a keyboard or something like that. Maybe it's independent living or vision kinds of limitations that somebody might have. We also have gardening levels of devices and agricultural and medication management. So we're also looking forward to having a better program looking at smart home technology or independent living kinds of programs where we're able to use voice activated kinds of programs. Within the next year, we hope to also add to our lab and office area 3D printing, where we're able to actually fabricate and improve our fabrication area that we have now. So with that in mind, thanks for listening, and I look forward to showing anybody who wants to see our lab sometime.
Hi, I'm Ryan with the Wyoming Assistive Technology Resources. In 2020, Wyoming Assistive Technology Resources and our Wyoming Accessible Education Materials Clearinghouse conducted a needs assessment to find out how Wyoming school districts were using accessible materials to support students with print disabilities. We surveyed special and general education teachers, counselors, principals, and special education directors, then followed up each survey with a phone interview. We were able to reach 81% of school districts in Wyoming. We found that most districts do not have a formal process for assessing students, identifying appropriate assistive technology or accessible education materials, or implementing the assistive technology or accessible education materials. With the support of the Wyoming Department of Education, in 2021, we established the Wyoming Assistive Technology Teams Development Project. The Wyoming Assistive Technology Teams Project aims to help educators form and implement assistive technology teams in their districts. Through an application process, we chose 4 teams to pilot the project. By the end of the project, teams will have a broad understanding of assistive technology and accessible education materials, be able to complete assistive technology assessments, know where to obtain assistive technology and accessible education materials, and be able to successfully integrate assistive technology into the classroom. Assistive technology teams will also develop a written assistive technology procedures or operating guidelines document to guide their district in assistive technology practices. The Assistive Technology Teams project is divided into 2 online courses on our online platform, Canvas, as seen here in this picture. The first focuses on assistive technology team development, which covers team formation, the basics of assistive technology, accessible education materials, augmentative and alternative communication, and conducting assessments. The second course zeroes in on implementation strategies, including integration of assistive technology into the IEP and 504, the core competencies of assistive technology, training, goal writing, and transition planning. Resources used to inform these modules include Education Tech Points by Gail Bowser and Penny Reed, the Quality Indicators for Assistive Technology Companion by the Quiet Leadership Team, Wisconsin Assistive Technology Initiative Assessment, Ohio Center for Autism and Low Incidence Assistive Technology Intermodules, and other resources. The Wyoming Assistive Technology Teams Development Project was our one big thing for 2021, and we are looking forward to offering this opportunity to new teams again in 2022. Please feel free to reach out if you're interested in knowing more at watr@uwyo.edu or just giving us a call at 307-766-6187. Thanks. Have a good one.
Accessibility for All is a weekly call where we talk about all things assistive technology, also known as AT. During the 30 minutes, we present a demo of one device for our participants, and we have an open discussion about it. We want our sessions to be as interactive as possible, so we encourage participants to ask questions, post comments, or simply share with us their experience with AT. We have a live ASL interpreter on all of our calls, and we also record each session and save them to our YouTube playlist for later viewing. You can find our videos under the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services channel. Our playlist is titled NCATP. During our live sessions, we have demonstrated devices from all of the AT categories. We've had guest speakers that use AT, and we've even had a veteran farmer. Our sessions have an average attendance of about 30 participants, and Accessibility for All is open to any and all that want to participate.
Hi, fellow AT programs. My one big thing for this year is the creation of the Texas Partners for Inclusive Access. It started off as a program to support access to vaccines for people with disabilities and people who are aging. It is a coalition of pretty much everybody in Texas who supports those populations. The vaccine initiative has been so successful, the partnership has decided to continue and always be available to help Texans whenever there's an emergency or other kind of issue where collaboration and coordination is needed. So if you click on the About Partnership and you scroll down, it will show you all of our partner organizations. So there's consumer-based organizations, there's state organizations, there's some state affiliates of national organizations. There's quite a few actual organizations that are supporting the consumers in the various communities in Texas. So it's a nice collection of collaborators that have worked together to do a lot of fabulous things. In addition to collecting data on access to vaccines, we also have done several things for the initiative. There is a hotline folks can call if they either need to schedule a test or a vaccine, or they need one brought to them. They can take a survey about their experience accessing the vaccine, whether that was successful or not successful or challenges they had. So that is geared toward individuals with disabilities. Entities who want to sponsor vaccine programs can apply for funding. There's a couple of different grant sources we have for that. And then we also have a team of folks that are actually going out into the communities and providing vaccines and access to tests to individuals who need the materials brought to them. There's a collection of resource materials made available. TTAP's main function, in addition to connecting folks and reaching out to our consumer base, was to also check for accessibility for the materials that were created. In all, it was a fabulous experience, and we're looking forward to continually helping Texans in times of need.
A lot of people come through our door. We direct them to the equipment we have available for loan or reuse. Sometimes we tweak a device or build one from the ground up. We always have a long list of demands. If we can enable more people to help themselves, we are able to help more people overall. When we have a project that we can see would benefit additional people, we take it, capture how to build it, and upload the directions online. This allows us to expand the reach of our projects and connect with more people. Our Build Your Own Therapy Trike demonstration video on YouTube alone has 15,000 views. This practice provides the opportunity for people to be empowered by making their own assistive devices and equipment.
We enable people who are farther away from us to build it themselves, especially whenever they have all the materials they need at their hands. They just need the knowledge of how to build the item. So they can find that fabricator in their own local community to build this item for them instead of having to travel all the way to us.
Independence is priceless. We make it possible. The Utah Assistive Technology Program.
Oklahoma Able Tech's One Big Thing. Hi, I'm Allison Robinson, Assistant Director for Oklahoma Able Tech. I'm here to share with you one big thing from this past year. Aside from our director of 26 years, Linda Jaco, retiring, that's pretty big, we had a great opportunity to collaborate with new partners to serve Oklahomans with disabilities. Oklahoma Human Services, Community Living, Aging and Protective Services, and Sooner Success, a statewide program making services more widely known and accessible to families of children with special health care needs, both approached Able Tech about collaborating to offer AT to community partners who would apply for COVID-19 pandemic response grants. We, of course, said yes. Through this collaboration, Able Tech provided technical assistance to a total of 25 agencies and organizations. Able Tech provided an estimated 186 hours of support coordinating deliverables for these groups. Able Tech also conducted public awareness activities as most groups were initially unaware of Able Tech's programs and services. Examples of AT devices requested and provided through the grants include robotic pets, tablets, adapted mice, keyboards, and other computer access devices. All partners agree the collaboration was successful. So that's it. Oklahoma Able Tech's One Big Thing was helping individuals with disabilities who are negatively impacted by COVID-19 access and acquire needed AT through new collaborations with statewide agencies and organizations. Thanks, as always, go to Able Tech staff who said yes and took on this new initiative.
Everyone has the opportunity to live their best life. Living with hearing loss, you can have the quality of life you're looking for. There's no need to miss the start of your day with an alarm clock that flashes a light or shakes the bed. You can always stay informed with current events, with technology to hear the television or with closed captioning. You'll be safely alerted if there's an emergency, with a signaler that alerts you with lights and sound if the smoke alarm beeps. You'll know when your baby is in need of comfort and care, with a baby cry alert and vibrating pager. You'll always know when someone is at the door, with a light that flashes when a doorbell button is pushed. And there's no need to miss that important phone call with a flashing light on your smartphone.
Hey, Caroline!
You'll be able to understand what is being spoken to you with captioned telephone services and apps.
Bye!
Enjoy your time and never miss a moment with personal listening devices. With the help of technology, you can have the quality of life you're looking for. To learn more, find the center closest to you. Access to Independence in Madison, Wisconsin, 608-242-8484. Center for Independent Living of Western Wisconsin, Menominee, Wisconsin, 715-233-1070. Here, Wisconsin, in West Allis, Wisconsin, 414-604-2200. Independence First in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 414-291-7520. Independent Living Resources in La Crosse, Wisconsin, 608-787-1111. Midstate Independent Living Choices in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, 715-344-4210. North Country Independent Living in Superior, Wisconsin, 715-392-9118. Options for Independent Living in Green Bay, Wisconsin, 920-490-0500. R&M Communication Products in West Allis, Wisconsin, 414-327-8585. Society's Assets in Racine, Wisconsin, 262-637-9128. Enjoy going to the theater? The ADA requires that assistive technology be provided to individuals with hearing loss, so check with the service desk to see what options are available: FM system, hearing loop, captions, or other devices.